Ladies and gentlemen, I want to speak to your heart today. The most powerful force you possess is your own tongue. The words you speak, whether intentionally or unintentionally, have the ability to shape the reality you live in. This is not just a poetic statement, it is a principle that governs life itself. From ancient wisdom to modern psychology, it is clear that the way you speak to yourself and others creates the foundation of your identity, decisions, and future. Think about the power of words for a moment. Entire nations have risen or fallen on the strength of a single speech. Relationships have been mended or broken because of words spoken at the right or wrong time. In the same way, your personal world is constantly being molded by the conversations you have with yourself and the declarations you make about your circumstances. The question is, are you using this power to build or to destroy? Many people underestimate the impact of their words because they don't see the immediate results of what they say. But words are like seeds planted in the soil of your mind and spirit. When you speak something repeatedly, it takes root, grows, and eventually bears fruit. If you plant seeds of negativity, fear, and doubt, you will harvest insecurity and failure. However, if you plant seeds of hope, faith, and determination, you will reap confidence, purpose, and success. Consider this: every word you speak has energy attached to it. When you say, "I can't do this," you immediately limit your potential. You reinforce a belief that stops you from even attempting the task. On the other hand, when you say, "I can handle this," you activate your inner strength and open your mind to solutions. Your brain begins to work in alignment with your words, searching for ways to make your declaration a reality. This is not wishful thinking, it is the science of neuroplasticity at work. Your thoughts, reinforced by your words, create pathways in your brain that determine your actions and reactions. Think about how you talk to yourself on a daily basis. When you face challenges, do you say, "This is impossible," or do you say, "I'll find a way"? When you make a mistake, do you tell yourself, "I'm a failure," or do you remind yourself, "This is a learning opportunity"? The way you frame your words shapes the way you see yourself and the world around you. Negative self-talk diminishes your confidence and keeps you trapped in cycles of fear and procrastination. Positive self-talk, however, builds resilience and empowers you to push through obstacles. This principle doesn't just apply to the words you speak about yourself, it also applies to the words you speak about your circumstances. Instead of saying, "My life is a mess," say, "I am working on improving my life." Instead of saying, "I'll never achieve my goal," say, "Every day, I am getting closer to my dreams." This shift in language may seem small, but it has a profound impact on your mindset. When you declare positivity and possibility, you align your focus with solutions rather than problems. One of the greatest mistakes people make is thinking that their words don't matter when no one else is listening. But the truth is, the most important audience for your words is you. What you consistently tell yourself becomes your reality. If you keep saying, "I'm not good enough," you will live as though that statement is true, even when evidence suggests otherwise. But if you tell yourself, "I have what it takes to succeed," you will start living in a way that reflects confidence and determination. This principle is not about denying reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about choosing to speak words that empower you to overcome those challenges. Life will always have its difficulties, but your words can either make you a victim or a victor. For example, instead of focusing on how difficult something is, you can say, "This challenge is an opportunity for growth." This doesn't change the fact that the challenge is real, but it changes the way you approach it. Words infused with hope and purpose turn obstacles into stepping stones. The power of your words also extends to the people around you. When you speak words of encouragement, you create an environment of positivity and possibility. When you speak words of criticism or negativity, you diminish not only your own potential, but also the potential of those who hear you. Choose to speak life, not just to yourself, but to others as well. By uplifting those around you, you amplify the power of your words and create a ripple effect of transformation. Ultimately, the words you speak are a reflection of what you believe. If you want to change your words, you must first change your mindset. Fill your heart and mind with truth, hope, and purpose, and your words will naturally follow. Begin each day by declaring the person you want to become and the life you want to live. Say, I am capable. I am resilient. I am destined for greatness. These are not just empty phrases, they are seeds of transformation. Your words are shaping your world every single day. Be intentional about the language you use, both internally and externally. Speak with purpose, speak with faith, and speak with vision. As you do, you will watch your world transform, one word at a time. The mind is a powerful tool, capable of shaping the reality you experience based on what it believes. What you consistently tell yourself becomes the foundation of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's often said that the mind doesn't distinguish between truth and belief. It accepts what you repeatedly feed it as reality. This is why the words you speak to yourself are critical. They have the ability to build you up or tear you down, to propel you forward or hold you back. Your mind believes what you tell it, and it works to align your life with those beliefs. Imagine your mind as fertile soil. The seeds you plant in it, your thoughts and words, will determine the kind of crop you produce. If you plant seeds of doubt, negativity, and fear, your mind will grow a garden full of insecurity and hesitation. However, if you plant seeds of confidence, hope, and determination, you will cultivate a life rooted in strength and resilience. This process doesn't happen overnight, but it is inevitable. What you feed your mind consistently becomes the truth it operates by. Your mind is constantly listening to the internal dialogue you have with yourself. Every thought you entertain and every word you speak to yourself carries a message that your subconscious absorbs. If you frequently tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I always fail, your mind internalizes these statements as facts. It begins to filter your experiences through the lens of these beliefs, finding evidence to support them. On the other hand, when you tell yourself, I am capable, I have what it takes, and I am learning and growing, your mind aligns with these empowering beliefs and helps you find ways to make them true. Science supports this principle. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that the brain is malleable, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that your brain can rewire itself based on your thoughts, habits, and beliefs. When you repeatedly think or say something, it creates neural pathways in your brain. Over time, these pathways become stronger and more dominant, making the associated thoughts and behaviors automatic. If you consistently think positively and speak affirming words, you strengthen pathways that encourage confidence and optimism. Conversely, negative self-talk reinforces pathways of self-doubt and fear. The good news is that you have the power to choose what you tell your mind. This choice requires intentionality and awareness. Most people are unaware of the impact of their inner dialogue because it operates like background noise, influencing their behavior without their conscious input. To change this, you must become an active participant in your thoughts. Start by paying attention to what you say to yourself, especially in challenging situations. Are your words filled with encouragement and solutions, or are they laced with criticism and despair? It's important to understand that changing your internal dialogue is not about denying reality or ignoring your struggles. Instead, it's about reframing how you approach those struggles. For example, instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, this is hard, but I can figure it out. Instead of declaring, I'll never be successful, tell yourself, I am on the path to success, and every step matters. These shifts may seem small, but they have a profound impact on how your mind perceives and responds to challenges. One of the most effective ways to train your mind is through daily affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to reinforce empowering beliefs. When you wake up each morning, look in the mirror and declare, I am strong. I am capable. I am destined for greatness. Even if you don't fully believe these words at first, continue to say them. Over time, your mind will begin to accept them as truth, and you will start to see changes in your attitude and actions. Another powerful tool is visualization. Your mind responds strongly to imagery, and when you visualize yourself succeeding, It strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and picture yourself accomplishing what you desire. See yourself confident, capable, and victorious. The more vivid and consistent your visualization, the more your mind will work to align your reality with that image. It's also essential to guard your mind against external negativity. The voices of criticism, fear, and doubt from the world around you can easily influence your internal dialogue. Surround yourself with people who speak life, encouragement, and positivity into your world. Limit your exposure to negative influences, whether they come from media, conversations, or environments. Protect your mental space as diligently as you would protect your physical space. The words you tell your mind are a reflection of what you believe about yourself. If you want to change your life, you must first change the story you tell yourself. Speak words of hope, strength, and possibility. Replace the narrative of I can't with I can, and I'm not enough with I have all that I need. Your mind will believe what you consistently tell it, and once it believes, it will work tirelessly to make that belief a reality. Remember, you are the author of your mental script. The pen is in your hands. Choose words that empower you, words that elevate you, and words that align with the person you are meant to be. When you do, your mind will become your greatest ally, and together you will create a life that reflects your highest potential. Consistency is one of the most underestimated yet most powerful principles for achieving breakthroughs in life. It is not talent, intelligence, or even luck that sets people apart. It is their ability to stay committed to their goals, actions, and habits over time. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum generates results. If you understand and apply this principle, you can unlock doors that seem permanently shut and achieve breakthroughs that once felt impossible. The concept of consistency can be likened to the process of planting and nurturing a seed. When a farmer plants a seed, they don't expect it to sprout and bear fruit overnight. They understand that growth takes time and requires consistent care. They water the seed daily, ensure it gets sunlight, and remove any weeds that might hinder its development. This process is often slow and may not show immediate results, but over time, their consistent efforts yield a harvest. The same is true for the seeds of dreams, goals, and transformation in your life. Breakthroughs rarely come from a single monumental action. They are the result of small, consistent actions compounded over time. One reason consistency is so powerful is that it builds habits, and habits shape your identity. What you do repeatedly becomes who you are. If you consistently show up for your goals, whether it's exercising, writing, learning a skill, or pursuing a dream, you reinforce the belief that you are someone who is disciplined, focused, and capable. This self-image becomes a driving force, motivating you to keep going even when progress seems slow. On the other hand, inconsistency breeds doubt. Every time you abandon a goal or break a commitment to yourself, you chip away at your confidence and make it harder to trust your ability to follow through. Consistency is also the antidote to resistance. Resistance shows up in various forms: procrastination, fear, distractions, and even boredom. It whispers that your efforts don't matter, that you're not making progress, or that it's easier to quit. But when you are consistent, you silence resistance by proving it wrong. Each time you take action, no matter how small, you build resilience. You develop a mindset that says, I will show up no matter what. Over time, this persistence erodes resistance, making it easier to stay on track. One of the challenges of consistency is that the results are not always immediate or visible. This lack of instant gratification can make it tempting to give up. However, breakthroughs often come when you least expect them, after a period of steady effort. Think of a stonecutter hammering away at a rock. They may strike the rock 99 times without it cracking, but on the 100th strike, the rock splits open. Was it the final strike that made the difference? No, it was the accumulation of all the previous strikes. In the same way, your consistent actions may not show visible results initially, but they are laying the foundation for your eventual breakthrough. Another reason consistency is key is that it creates opportunities for improvement. When you show up consistently, you have more chances to learn, adapt, and grow. Each effort, whether successful or not, teaches you something valuable. You begin to refine your approach, identify what works, and eliminate what doesn't. Over time, this process of continuous improvement brings you closer to your goals. In contrast, inconsistency leads to starting over repeatedly, which wastes time and energy. A practical way to cultivate consistency is to focus on small, manageable actions rather than overwhelming yourself with grand expectations. For example, if your goal is to write a book, commit to writing a few sentences or a paragraph each day rather than aiming to complete entire chapters in one sitting. If you want to improve your health, start with a 10-minute workout rather than an hour-long session. Small actions may seem insignificant, but their cumulative effect is powerful. The key is to do them daily, no matter how you feel. Consistency is about discipline, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline ensures you stay the course. It's also important to track your progress. When you measure your efforts, you create a sense of accountability and achievement. Even if the progress seems slow, seeing how far you've come can be incredibly motivating. Celebrate small wins along the way as they remind you that your efforts are paying off. Surrounding yourself with the right environment and support system is another way to stay consistent. The people you spend time with, the habits you observe, and the atmosphere you create around you all influence your ability to remain steady in your pursuits. Seek out individuals who inspire and encourage you to stay on track. Limit distractions and create routines that make it easier to maintain consistency. Consistency also requires patience and faith. You must trust the process and believe that your efforts will bear fruit, even when you can't see immediate results. Many people give up just before their breakthrough because they lose faith in the process. Don't let impatience rob you of the rewards that come from staying the course. Remind yourself that every small action is a step forward, and every step brings you closer to your goal. Consistency is not just about achieving breakthroughs, it's about becoming the kind of person who perseveres. It's about building a character that values commitment, resilience, and hard work. Breakthroughs are the byproduct of a consistent lifestyle. When you understand this, you stop chasing quick fixes and start embracing the journey. Remember, it's not the occasional big effort that transforms your life, but the daily, consistent actions that lead to lasting change. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and trust that your breakthrough is on its way. Negativity is one of the greatest barriers to personal growth, success, and fulfillment. It comes in many forms: external criticism, internal self-doubt, or the pervasive pessimism that exists in the world around us. If left unchecked, negativity can become a destructive force, silencing ambition, crushing dreams, and leaving you stuck in cycles of fear and stagnation. To move forward, you must learn to silence the noise of negativity and replace it with a voice of hope, faith, and purpose. Negativity often begins in the mind. It manifests as self-doubt, fear of failure, or feelings of inadequacy. These inner thoughts are amplified by past experiences, societal pressures, or the words of others who may have questioned your worth or potential. Over time, this noise becomes so loud that it drowns out your own belief in yourself. The danger lies in how easily we internalize these negative voices, allowing them to dictate our actions and decisions. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself believing lies like, "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," or "why even try?" The first step in silencing negativity is recognizing its presence. Negativity often operates subtly, disguised as caution, practicality, or even wisdom. For instance, you might hesitate to pursue an opportunity because you tell yourself, "I need to be realistic," when in truth, fear is the driving force behind your hesitation. Start by identifying the thoughts and beliefs that hold you back. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me grow, or is it keeping me stuck? Does this belief empower me, or does it limit me? Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Once you've recognized the noise of negativity, you must actively replace it with positive and empowering thoughts. This isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending that life is perfect. It's about reframing how you view and respond to those challenges. For example, instead of thinking, this is too hard, I can't do it, try saying, this is challenging, but I'm capable of figuring it out. Instead of saying, I always mess up, say, I'm learning from my mistakes and growing stronger. The goal is to speak to yourself as a coach, not a critic. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer a close friend. Negativity is not always internal, it often comes from external sources as well. The world is filled with opinions, criticisms, and expectations that can weigh heavily on you if you let them. Social media, for example, can be a breeding ground for comparison and negativity, constantly exposing you to curated highlights of others' lives that make you question your own worth. Additionally, well-meaning but critical friends or family members may unintentionally plant seeds of doubt in your mind. To silence this external noise, you must learn to set boundaries. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, but about protecting your peace and focus. If certain relationships consistently bring negativity into your life, it's okay to limit your interactions or distance yourself when necessary. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage your growth, and believe in your potential. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that inspire positivity and resilience. By choosing your environment wisely, you reduce the impact of external negativity and create a space where you can thrive. Another powerful way to silence negativity is to focus on gratitude. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. When negativity threatens to overwhelm you, take a moment to reflect on the things you're grateful for. It could be your health, relationships, opportunities, or even the lessons learned from challenges. Gratitude doesn't erase difficulties, but it helps you approach them with a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. The more you practice gratitude, the quieter the noise of negativity becomes. In addition to gratitude, practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can help you quiet the mental chatter of negativity. When negative thoughts arise, instead of fighting them or trying to suppress them, acknowledge their presence without judgment. Recognize them as temporary and separate from your true self. This practice creates space for you to respond intentionally rather than react emotionally. Meditation, journaling, or even taking a few deep breaths can help you center yourself and regain control of your inner dialogue. Negativity also thrives in the absence of action. When you dwell on fears, doubts, or failures without taking steps to address them, they grow louder and more convincing. The best way to silence these voices is to take action, no matter how small. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Each step you take toward your goals sends a message to yourself that you are capable and determined. Even if you stumble along the way, the act of moving forward drowns out the noise of negativity with the sound of progress. Remember that silencing negativity is not a one-time effort, but a lifelong practice. The noise will always try to creep back in, especially during moments of vulnerability or uncertainty. However, each time you choose to counter negativity with positivity, to replace doubt with faith, and to take action despite fear, you strengthen your ability to overcome it. Over time, positivity becomes your default and negativity loses its grip on your life. You are not defined by the negative voices around you or within you. You have the power to choose which voices you listen to and which you silence. By being intentional about your thoughts, surrounding yourself with positivity, practicing gratitude, and taking consistent action, you can quiet the noise of negativity and step into a life of confidence, purpose, and success. Let the loudest voice in your life be the one that tells you you can, you will, and you are more than enough. Your identity is one of the most significant and powerful aspects of your life. It shapes how you see yourself, how you interact with the world, and how others perceive you. More importantly, your identity is the foundation upon which you build your beliefs, decisions, and actions. It is not just about your name, background, or external roles. It is about your understanding of who you are at your core. When you embrace your true identity, you unlock an unparalleled source of strength, purpose, and resilience. Your identity is your power because it determines not only what you do, but who you believe you are capable of becoming. Identity is the internal compass that guides your life. It influences your choices, relationships, and even your capacity to achieve your goals. If your sense of identity is rooted in self-doubt, fear, or the expectations of others, your actions will reflect those limitations. You might play small, hesitate to take risks, or settle for less than you deserve. On the other hand, when your identity is grounded in confidence, clarity, and authenticity, you approach life with boldness and determination. You no longer feel the need to fit into molds designed by others. Instead, you create your own path, driven by your unique purpose. The way you see yourself is often shaped by a combination of internal beliefs and external influences. From a young age, you are surrounded by voices telling you who you should be, what you should value, and how you should act. These influences can come from family, friends, culture, or society at large. While some of these messages may be positive and empowering, others may create confusion or diminish your sense of worth. If you allow these external voices to define you, you risk losing sight of your authentic self. Reclaiming your identity means filtering out the noise and connecting with the truth of who you are. Your identity is not defined by your circumstances or mistakes. Too often, people tie their sense of self-worth to their achievements, failures, or external roles. For instance, someone may see themselves as just a parent, just an employee, or just someone who made a mistake. These labels can be limiting and prevent you from recognizing the depth of your true potential. While your roles and experiences are a part of your journey, they do not define the entirety of who you are. You are not your failures, nor are you confined to the labels others place on you. You are a dynamic, evolving individual with the power to rewrite your narrative at any moment. To harness the power of your identity, you must first know who you truly are. This requires self-reflection and a willingness to confront both the empowering and limiting beliefs you hold about yourself. Ask yourself questions like, what are my core values? What brings me joy and fulfillment? What fears or doubts have I allowed to shape my decisions? The more clarity you gain about your authentic self, the more equipped you are to live a life that aligns with your purpose and potential. Once you understand your identity, the next step is to protect it. This means setting boundaries and being intentional about the influences you allow into your life. Not everyone will understand or support the person you are becoming, and that's okay. What matters is that you remain steadfast in your commitment to authenticity. Protecting your identity also involves rejecting comparisons. In a world dominated by social media and external validation, it's easy to measure your worth against others. However, comparison is a thief of joy and a distraction from your unique path. Instead of looking outward, focus on your own growth and progress. Your identity is also a source of empowerment because it gives you direction. When you are secure in who you are, decision-making becomes clearer. You are less likely to be swayed by external pressures or doubts because your actions are rooted in your values and purpose. This alignment creates a sense of confidence and resilience, enabling you to navigate challenges with grace. Even when circumstances are difficult, your identity acts as an anchor, reminding you of your strength and capacity to overcome. A remarkable aspect of identity is its ability to inspire others. When you live authentically and unapologetically, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage to embrace your true self creates a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to explore their own identities. This is particularly important in a world where so many people feel pressured to conform or suppress their uniqueness. By being true to yourself, you contribute to a culture of authenticity and empowerment. It's essential to remember that your identity is not static, it is dynamic and constantly evolving. Life experiences, personal growth, and new insights all contribute to the unfolding of your true self. Embrace this evolution with curiosity and openness, knowing that each step brings you closer to your fullest potential. At the same time, hold on to the foundational truths about yourself, your values, strengths, and purpose that remain constant amidst change. Your identity is your power because it is the essence of who you are. It fuels your actions, shapes your relationships, and drives your sense of purpose. When you align with your authentic self, you unlock a wellspring of confidence, clarity, and resilience. You no longer live according to the expectations of others, but instead chart a path that reflects your unique purpose and potential. Embrace your identity, protect it, and allow it to guide you toward the life you were meant to live. In doing so, you will not only transform your own life, but inspire others to do the same. The words you speak have the power to shape your reality. They reflect what you believe, and they guide your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Yet too often, people let their feelings dictate their words, speaking from a place of fear, doubt, frustration, or pain. While feelings are a natural part of the human experience, they are temporary and unreliable, constantly shifting with circumstances. Faith, on the other hand, is steady and unchanging, rooted in trust, vision, and belief in what is possible. To live a life of purpose and victory, you must learn to speak with faith, not feelings. Speaking with feelings alone often magnifies problems and keeps you trapped in cycles of negativity. When you focus on how difficult things are, how unfair life seems, or how hopeless a situation appears, your words reinforce those emotions and make them feel even more overwhelming. For instance, saying, "This is too hard, I can't do it," not only reflects your frustration, but also solidifies it in your mind, making it harder to see a way forward. Feelings are reactive, they mirror the moment, but they don't provide solutions. Faith, however, calls you to rise above the moment and declare what you believe to be true, even when your circumstances suggest otherwise. Faith is not denial. Speaking with faith doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. Instead, it means choosing to focus on possibilities, solutions, and hope rather than limitations, problems, and despair. Faith acknowledges the difficulty, but refuses to let it have the final say. For example, when faced with a challenge, you might feel discouraged and tempted to say, "I'll never get through this." Speaking with faith, however, might sound like, "This is tough, but I have the strength to overcome it. The situation hasn't changed immediately, but your perspective has." Faith shifts your focus from the problem to the potential for breakthrough. The words you speak influence not only your mindset, but also the energy and actions you bring to a situation. When you speak with faith, you set a tone of confidence and determination that propels you forward. This is because your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it. When you declare, "I am capable, things are working out for my good," or "I am moving towards success," your mind begins to align with those declarations. It seeks out evidence to support them, encouraging you to act in ways that turn those statements into reality. Conversely, negative words born from fleeting feelings create self-doubt and hesitation, holding you back from pursuing opportunities or solving problems. Speaking with faith requires intentionality. It's easy to let emotions take control and speak impulsively in the heat of the moment. However, faith-based speech involves pausing, reflecting, and choosing your words carefully. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring your feelings, but rather acknowledging them without letting them dictate your narrative. For instance, if you're feeling anxious about a project, instead of saying, "I can't handle this pressure," try saying, "I feel overwhelmed right now, but I have the skills to figure this out." This balance allows you to validate your emotions while still affirming your faith in your abilities and outcomes. Faith-filled speech also extends to how you talk about your future. Many people speak about their goals and dreams with hesitation, saying things like, "I hope I can achieve this," or "I'll try, but it probably won't happen." These statements are rooted in doubt and undermine your confidence. Instead, speak boldly about your vision, declaring, "I will achieve my goals," or "I am on the path to success." This isn't arrogance, it's confidence in the process, in your abilities, and in the belief that effort and persistence will lead to results. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can help you speak with faith more consistently. The words you hear from others often shape the words you say to yourself. If you're constantly exposed to negativity, criticism, or doubt, it becomes harder to maintain a faith-filled perspective. Choose to spend time with people who encourage, uplift, and inspire you. Seek out mentors, books, or messages that reinforce a mindset of hope and possibility. When you fill your mind with positivity, it becomes easier to speak words of faith rather than feelings. Speaking with faith is especially powerful in the face of setbacks or adversity. These are the moments when feelings are most likely to take over, pulling you into despair or frustration. Yet these are also the moments when faith is most needed. Choosing to speak with faith in difficult times demonstrates resilience and determination. It sends a message to yourself and the world that you refuse to be defeated, that you trust in your ability to rise above challenges and create a better future. Speaking with faith is about aligning your words with your vision, values, and goals rather than your emotions. Feelings come and go, but faith provides stability and direction. By speaking words of hope, belief, and determination, you create a life that reflects those qualities. Your words have creative power, shaping not just how you see the world, but also how you engage with it. Choose to speak with faith, even when feelings try to lead you astray, and watch as your life begins to transform in alignment with your highest potential.